further, faster today on the roast table for my Captain Marvel dinner party, and I'm serving up the most whimsical menu yet. We're starting with Flurkin salad, then having some Kree blood pasta, and finally a Captain Marvel sundae. Let's go! As a nod to the 90s and the blockbuster that Captain Marvel crash landed right into, I styled my china cabinet with some VHS tapes that I watched in the 90s. My side table I styled with this beautiful green floral bouquet for the Skrull aliens, then a blue candle for, of course, the Kree's blood, and a fighter jet and dog tags for Captain Marvel. I was inspired by the red, gold, and blue of Captain Marvel's suit for the tables, and we have to talk about the lunchboxes. This is the first time ever I have not set plates at the place settings. Instead, I set the place settings with Marvel lunchboxes because Captain Marvel actually uses a lunchbox in the film to trick one of the bad guys, and I thought that was such a fun movie element that I could pull into the table. So I actually served the first course in these lunchboxes, and they served as a take-home party gift for my friends, which was also a lot of fun. I had candles in the center because she lights up on fire, and that's a big moment in the film, so I wanted there to be lots of candles, and the gold touches, again, for the fire, the flames, and her star, and of course, higher, further, faster on the chalkboard. My sister-in-law and major Marvel fan, Heather, came up with the perfect name for this cranberry vodka cocktail, the Marvel. It's so refreshing, very light, and a little dangerous because you can't really taste the alcohol. It's so good. For the first course, I served Flurkin salad inside of the lunchboxes. Can you hear the excitement in my voice? I'm so excited about this. This is just a quickly sauteed baby octopus dish thrown onto a bed of lemony greens with some lemon zest on top. Now, if you've never cooked octopus before, it's super simple, not scary at all. It only cooks for 1, maybe 2 minutes, and then you're good to go. So this entire dish took maybe 5 minutes to put together, making a really fun appetizer. Now, why on earth did I serve octopus? Well, one of my favorite moments of Captain Marvel is Goose, the cat. You think he's a cat, and then you find out that he's a Flurkin, and he has these octopus tentacles that shoot out of his mouth and kind of save the day at one moment, and I thought that was such a fun element to carry into a dinner party menu, hence the octopus. And it also happened to be very Instagrammable. My friends had so much fun opening and closing their lunchboxes for those boomerangs.
Very first octopus.
Let's do this.
Oh my gosh. She didn't even cut it.
Yeah.
Going straight in.
I know.
Is what you were expecting?
That's delicious.
Yay!
Yeah.
So the reason I did the octopus here is because of the Flurkin in Captain Marvel. I thought that was the funniest damn thing. Yes. When they scan the cat and it says like high danger or something, and then they're like human man, not dangerous whatsoever. And then of course the cat like almost has this octopus thing come out, and I thought, oh, I love cooking octopus. I've got to serve octopus first. And then since Captain Marvel tricks Jude Law with a lunchbox, I decided to be super ridiculous and serve it in these little vintage Marvel lunchboxes. And this is also your take home, so everybody gets to take their lunchbox with them. This is your little gift for. For the main course, I served Kree blood pasta. This is the most delicious Alfredo sauce in the history of time. I'm going to tell you why in just a second. And I served it with toast cut in half, not diagonally, because Nick Fury cannot eat toast if it's cut diagonally. So let's talk about this incredible pasta. I know it looks a little unappetizing, I suppose, but if you could be there, smell it, trust me, you would be diving headfirst into this sauce. This is an Alfredo sauce that I came up with. The secret ingredient here is Gruyere cheese. This is half Parmesan, half Gruyere, and it is so incredible. It's not too thick, it's not too thin, it's the perfect consistency. It's a little bit nutty from the Gruyere. It's just absolutely incredible. I also grated a little bit of fresh nutmeg in there, which really gave it that like fancy fondue taste. And then all I did was add some blue food coloring to get it to the exact right shade of Kree blue. Whitney said that her husband was marveled at the color. He's a huge comic book fan, and he said that's the exact Kree blue. So there you go. Comic book fans can be delighted. This is the Kree blue. This is also such a fun idea to keep in mind for so many other parties. I mean, you could tint it red to be like for a vampire party, or any sort of colors to celebrate various holidays. Kind of just a nice thing to keep in mind when you want a whimsical dish. My favorite part of Captain Marvel is you know, she gets knocked down throughout the movie, and you keep seeing her get knocked down, and then that part when they use that against her, and then you see her get up.
She's
over
a
and over
human
again.
because she gets it back up again.
I was just sobbing.
Yes.
Like, this is what America is all about.
I love the blockbuster part.
Okay, that's what I was
Yeah.
gonna say.
Oh, all right. We love the blockbuster part.
Yes.
When I saw the blue blood, I was just like, that's the perfect, you know, idea for a sauce. Like, such a good dinner element. And then definitely the cat.
Oh, I need a goose.
It's so cute. We all need a goose. And then when you find out that that's why
I
Nick
know.
Fury has his iPad.
That's perfect.
So perfect. For dessert, I came up with a Captain Marvel sundae, very all-American, with strawberry ice cream and fresh chopped strawberries on top of a blondie, because of course she's our blonde superhero, with a drizzle of caramel and Captain Marvel colored sprinkles, with 2 gold candles on top. I love that part of the movie where she lights up and Nick Fury says, "You know you're glowing, right?" So I really wanted a dessert to glow, but I didn't want it to look like a birthday thing, so I had 2 candles in each dessert. So with the Marvel movies, I always thought there would be such a difficult theme to do because they're not like highly ambient. Like it's not, you're not like in Agrabah or the Cave of Wonders or, you know, like you didn't freeze my dining room or something because it's our time, which this is the 90s, but that's close enough, you know. So I really went so whimsical with the food and the lunch boxes, and I wanted to do kind of those smaller touches that would tie in for the movies.
It did not disappoint and exceeded like all expectations. And from the dessert of the octopus, which I love, and I love seafood, and it was so light and also just like flavor filled.
The octopus was amazing. It was so tender.
And the Marvels. The best cocktail. Like I don't taste any alcohol, but
It's dangerous, right?
sparkling, and it is just so delicious.
I mean, I'm stunned at how you pull off every dinner. I think, what's she gonna do? What's she gonna do? And you do things that I wouldn't even think of. I loved this whole thing. I had no idea what to expect when she said Captain Marvel. I was like, what kind of food can you make? Like, there's no food. And like the octopus, I was like, oh my god, absolutely.
The pasta, which I want 5 jars of that sauce.
The best Alfredo sauce ever.
It's literally the best thing.
It's been really cool seeing it come to life.
Yes.
To higher, further, faster.
Yes. Cheers.